Hey guys, welcome to Heart to Talk, the podcast. I am the host and creator, Teresa Caesar. My intention for this podcast is to deliver to you wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness through solo episodes and conversations amongst insightful people. It is my greatest honor to bring to you talks that come from the heart. Welcome to this powerful episode where we will explore the process of turning your fears into sources of strength, courage, resilience, and even blessings. But first, here's a message from my amazing sponsor.
Is love eluding you, prosperity being blocked, vitality shackled, and you're left wondering, what do I do now? Don't give up. I may have the answer for you. Hi, I'm Janice Noe Hulani. I'm a natural-born psychic, shamanic love coach, a soul medicine healer, and a teacher, and I have journeyed with hundreds of women, and what I have found is that what stops you from living your best life is not always in plain sight. Together, we can uncover what's been holding you back. But be prepared. I channel the divine without any filters. This call is for the courageous woman ready to claim her life to fully live now. I do not offer these sessions very often, but because I love your host, Teresa, I'm opening the door for the short time. Go to janicenoehulani.com/affirmationbabe and use the code affirmationbabe to receive 30% off.
Now, back to the show. We're going to dive deep into the topic of fear. I want to take a moment, though, and reflect on this with you by asking you some activating questions. Is fear holding you back from being fully present in your life? Is it constantly nagging at you, consuming all your attention and energy? Do you find yourself unable to sleep at night or waking up feeling sore and achy because you're internalizing all that you're feeling and worried and stressed about? Are you afraid to step into something new, to embrace change and take a risk? Are you hesitant to make a decision that could potentially lead you to the best outcome for you? Are you avoiding a difficult conversation because you're afraid of the outcome? Are you holding back from pursuing your dreams because of the fear of failure? Are you staying in a situation that doesn't serve you because you're afraid of the unknown and you're just comfortable? Take a moment to really sit with these questions and consider how fear may be impacting your life. Now, remember, it is okay to feel fear, but it's important to acknowledge it and not let it consume you. Join me as we explore how to prevent fear from consuming you, how to shift your mindset towards courage and empowerment, and how to ensure that you remain in control of your life's narrative and your energy. I'm going to discuss some practical tips and strategies to help you harness the power within you that will help you rise above, embrace your true courageous self, and turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and transformation. Let's embark on this journey together and discover the path to living a life with faith, courage, and blessings. Let's get started. Recently, I have created this affirmation for myself that I really want to share with you. And it is, I am transforming my fears into faith, courage, and blessings. Behind this affirmation lies the key to unlocking your true potential and overcoming any challenges that come your way. A lot of times, the situation, the obstacle, whatever it is, ends up being the thing that while we think we're going backwards, we're doomed, is catapulting us to the next level of our greatness, the next level of our destiny. From everyday fears that hold us back to life's biggest obstacles, I'm going to share with you some strategies that I personally use to overcome fear. And honestly, I use them over and over. And when I forget, I go back and listen to episodes like this or some of my previous episodes to remind me of the tools. Sometimes we get on the roller coaster, the high of the good that's happening. We're in this groove, but then the thing happens, or the opportunity that we're afraid to take on, whatever that is that activates fear. And the deep paralyzing one, for even someone like me who does this for a living, right, is obsessed with growth and development. I often in those moments forget about the incredible tools I have. And so I will go back and listen to my episodes or go back and reread a book to remind myself. That's why it's a practice. We're always practicing it because every year we're different. The situations are different. So we're going to then come to it in a different way. It's new to us. It's never been handled yet, right? So let's go ahead and dive into the essence of fear, from the common daily fears that many of us encounter to the situational fears that can arise from unexpected challenges or circumstances beyond our control. Now, fear is a powerful emotion that can hold us back, paralyze us, and prevent us from reaching our full potential. However, by leaning to transform our fear into faith, we can overcome obstacles, take risks, and achieve great things. That is why I am creating this episode, because that fearful thing that happened to me last week where I thought I was doomed, I believed I was the victim of this circumstance, activated within me that what I was being hit with is what I was going to hit the thing with. That this is not how this is going to go. What I perceived was something that was trying to really set me back was really a wink from God, universe, telling me, girl, wake up and rise. Rise to what I'm showing you, because I do believe that our life speaks to us, whether it's in circumstances, whether it's in people, but you got to pay attention. And at first I was just looking at it from just one dimension. But when I looked at it deeper, I realized that perceived thing is actually activating me to dig deeper into my inner power, to connect with my worthiness. I almost forgot what my worth was, my value. And what does someone of high value or worth do? They come back stronger and more powerful and equipped. We have it within us, but sometimes because we're crippled with fear or an old story, and we stay stuck, never ever coming to the full potential, because it's easier to just cower. It's easier to walk away and not show up, not ask, or even believe that you're worthy. I've taught myself to build confidence but one thing that some of these circumstances will make you rise to is your worth and your value. And that is why I felt so compelled to create this episode, because I know that I'm not the only one on this road of just all the things, right? The things of really good, more good things than anything. But man, when something comes out that knocks the wind out of your sails, it can be paralyzing. So, what does it mean to transform fear into faith? It means shifting your mindset from one of doubt, worry, and negativity to one of belief, courage, and positivity. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you start to focus on what could go right. And then beyond that, bigger than that, an energy of trust, which is faith. Trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, and in the universe, God, whatever higher power, to support you on your journey. It's literally full on surrender. A lot of times we think we have to have it figured out or the answers, but I'm telling you, the behind the scenes, if you allow what your own fears are controlling outcomes, if you allow and trust that things can go in your favor, you let the little angels behind the scenes, the people, however, whoever come into play, it becomes magical. It becomes your miracle, your blessing. Fear manifests in various forms in our lives. It can be the fear of failure, rejection, uncertainty, or even the fear of the unknown. These daily fears, however, can subtly influence our decisions, actions, and just overall well-being, holding us back from reaching our full potential, our best and highest selves. So here are some examples of some ways that you can turn your fear into faith, and then courage, and then eventually into your blessing. So Turning the fear of failure in starting a new business into an opportunity to learn and grow, building resilience and entrepreneurial skills. Transforming the fear of public speaking into a chance to improve communication skills and share your message with confidence and impact. Converting the fear of taking a solo trip or even going out into the city or to a movie or dinner into a journey of a self-discovery and empowerment, gaining new perspective and experiences. Changing the fear of trying a new hobby or skill into a pathway for professional development and joy, expanding your interests and passions. Shifting the fear of making a major life change, like moving to a new city or maybe leaving a relationship that no longer serves you or starting a whole new career, whatever it is. Turn it into an adventure that allows you to embrace new opportunities and connections. Turning the fear of rejection in relationships into a chance to understand your worth, to love yourself more, to attract positive and fulfilling connections. Transforming the fear of speaking up for yourself at work into an opportunity to set boundaries, assert your needs, and even advance in your career. Converting the fear of investing in yourself, like pursuing further education or training, or even hiring that coach or paying for a gym membership, into a path of betterment for yourself, personal and professional growth, leading you to just even more opportunities and even more success. Changing the fear of embracing your true passions and talents into a journey of self-expression and true fulfillment, aligning you with your authentic self and purpose. Shifting the fear of letting go of the past and embracing change into a transformational process that allows you to create a brighter and more fulfilling future for yourself. Turning the fear that a mistake or choice has cost you into something good, into an opportunity for reflection and growth, finding lessons in the experiences and using it as a stepping stone towards making better decisions in the future, or even using how you got out of it, your lessons, to show up and help someone else, whether it's writing a book or creating your own podcast, whatever it might be, turning your mess into a message. And the last is converting the fear of when a health crisis arises into the catalyst for prioritizing your self-care and well-being, embracing healthier habits, and seeking support to navigate through challenges, ultimately emerging you to become more stronger and more resilient. We also have these situational fears that emerge from specific events or experiences, such as making mistakes, facing setbacks, or dealing with unforeseen obstacles. These fears can be intense and overwhelming, causing us to really doubt ourselves and our abilities. By recognizing and understanding the different types of fears we face, both daily and situational, we can begin to unravel their grip on us and really transform them into sources of strength, sources of courage, sources of growth, and align us with bulletproof faith and really allowing us to turn those into an actual blessing, into a miracle. Here are some actionable steps that can help you now transform those daily situational fears, any kind of fear that you want to label or that you might be experiencing, into faith, courage, and blessings, allowing you to live in peace so that you may show up empowered in not just one area of life, but all areas of life. Show up empowered at work, show up empowered for your family, for your friends, just truly for the world, because the world needs the most powerful version of you. My favorite is, of course, using affirmations. Use them to claim the feeling that you want, allowing you to help shift when you're in that low vibe, shame, guilt, anxiety-ridden energy. And here are a few that I love that I'm going to share with you. And it's this episode's affirmation, which is, I am transforming my fear into faith, courage, and blessings. Another one is, I am always being guided and protected. I am not going to use my energy to worry. I'm going to use my energy to be present, grateful, and to create. Everything is always working out for me. And then this last one I've been using a lot. It's actually Maya Angelou wrote it. And she says, I come as one, but stand as 10,000. Anytime I'm about to do something that scares me, whether it's trying something new, getting out of my comfort zone, or even as I walk in to deal with the situation, I realize I am not alone. Behind me, with me, around me, within me are not only just the wisdom. I do believe that we're connected to higher intelligence. I do believe that we can call on the power and magic of our guardian angels, ascended masters, any of the archangels. I do believe our ancestors have our back. And of course, the universe, which is I always say. So can you imagine? You could even say I'm coming as one, but I stand as a billion, right? Because you are the whole damn universe. You're all of it. So that is my favorite, just using that right away. And I do it over and over. Like, it's not like one and done. I write it out. I affirm it before I go to bed, before I have to walk up and show up to whatever it is I've got to face, right? The fear I'm facing. The next one is acceptance and surrender. Acknowledge and accept the reality of the situation you're facing without resistance or denial. Surrender to what is beyond your control and release the need to fight against it. By embracing acceptance, you can free yourself from the grip of fear and open up space for faith and courage to emerge in its place. The next is take responsibility and or forgive. So take ownership of your actions and choices that may have contributed to the fear or situation you're facing. Alternatively, practice forgiveness, whether it's to others or yourself, to release any lingering resentment or negative emotions. By taking responsibility and then also forgiving yourself or others, you can let go of the past and step into a place of empowerment and growth so that you can then be ready to receive and create the solutions in order for you to move forward. The next is cultivate mindfulness and presence. Practice mindfulness to just stay grounded in the present moment and avoid getting caught up in anxious thoughts about the future or regrets from the past. By focusing on the here and now, you can quiet your mind, center yourself, and approach these challenges with the clear and empowered energy and vibration. You can cultivate mindfulness by whatever that looks like to you. You can always Google like simple mindfulness at home. I love, of course, the affirmations instantly shift my mind and energy. Finding a meditation is really powerful. Journal writing, whatever it is that's going to get you there, going out into nature. And the next is reframe your perspective. So challenge the negative thoughts and beliefs that fuel your fears by reframing them into positive affirmations or empowering perspectives or turning them into your favor. And I did an episode on that. So shift your focus on what could go wrong to what could go right and visualize a successful outcome. By reframing your perspective, you can cultivate a sense of faith and optimism that will guide you through the difficult times. And the last is take inspired action. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, take small, actionable steps towards your goals and aspirations. Break down daunting tasks into manageable chunks and commit to making progress each day. Doesn't have to be giant. A micro step over time adds to macro change and can really move you out of any place and align you with the goal, the vision you have, and that magnificent outcome that you're destined to receive. By taking inspired action, you build momentum, gain confidence, and demonstrate. You really prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming obstacles in achieving greatness, achieving success in all areas of life. So by acknowledging the fears that are happening And incorporating these tips into your daily life, you can transform your fear, no matter what type of fear it is, into faith, courage, and blessings, allowing you to show up as your empowered and authentic self in your work, relationships, and personal endeavors. As we close up, I invite you to affirm it with me. I am transforming my fears into faith, courage, and blessings. Let this powerful affirmation resonate with you as you navigate through life's challenges with faith and resilience. By accepting what is, taking responsibility or forgiving, cultivating mindfulness, reframing perspectives, and taking inspired action that will allow you to then step into your true potential, to really claim what's yours unapologetically, for you to no longer play small. Fear keeps us small. I also invite you to share the wisdom and insights gained from this episode with anyone in your life who may benefit from these transformative thoughts. Let us together create this ripple effect of courage and empowerment and growth within just ourselves, of course, our homes, within our network, our communities, and beyond. Remember that you have the power within you to transform any fear into a source of strength. Align you with the courage so that you can show up and claim the blessings that are destined for you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Please download, rate, subscribe, and share this podcast. Also, be sure to visit my website at teresacaesar.com to check out my inspirational merch, connect to my social accounts, and much more. May you continue to be filled with wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness. Otherwise, friends, I will be back in 2 weeks for another episode of Heart to Talk.